Welcome back to another episode of Athlete POV. We're sitting down with Ralph Agee, Rutgers men's basketball. Just recently graduated. How's it going, man?
It's good. It's good. I'm still working on getting my degree. I graduated in May. So yeah, just real focused on that, man. And what life has after college.
Of course, and of course, one of the big things we see here is you have your son. He just celebrated his third birthday.
Yes, his third birthday. Yep. I love being a father. I love having a son, especially him. He's my everything. He's my joy. Yeah, I love my little baby. Yeah, he's everything. He's definitely, my reason why, and it's definitely extra motivation. So yeah, I love being a father. I love my son.
That's awesome, man. For his third birthday, what'd you guys do to celebrate?
I was in Jersey, unfortunately, because we had just got done with season, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to see him on his birthday or not. So that's why I just came back home so we could celebrate. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to see him on his day, but we will soon. We're going to.
Of course. And now, I'm from New Jersey myself, actually, from Manalapan in Monmouth County. So watching Rutgers this whole year was so much fun to watch because Rutgers hasn't really been, I'll say, relevant in the basketball world until recently. So that's really exciting to see how just so much growth the team has gone through. What do you think? What do you think's the biggest thing you'll take away from this past season?
The biggest thing I'll take, man, is just taking advantage of opportunities. There's very few opportunities that are presented in front of us. And if you're one of those people that gets lucky enough to get blessed with those opportunities, then good for you. But I just branching out, man. I've been blessed, to be a part of this Rutgers program. I've been blessed to meet some wonderful people that fully support you. Me and my teammates say all the time, we have the best fan base in collegiate basketball history, and that's like. That's real people. These are real people that have genuine love. So I would say my biggest takeaway is definitely the bonds that I created with these people, and the relationships that we built, in such a short time. And definitely just the moments and the memories that I created with my teammates. So definitely those things.
For sure. If you had to pick out one or two iconic moments from this past season, whether it be with your fans or with teammates, what would you say?
One of my iconic moments, I would definitely say one of them would have to be when we got crowd storms. That was lit at the Purdue game. That was probably a legendary moment. Just being with our fans and them having that much energy all game, and for it to end like how it did. It was just a perfect way to end the night. So that's one. And I would definitely say the second one is probably when I probably started my Ralph's Corner is, when I started seeing that people really genuinely loved it.
Right.
And I was getting a lot of attention from it, from the fans and, people all around, different teams. So that was definitely a legendary moment, starting my
Right.
my Ralph's Corner.
So now tell me about Ralph's Corner, because I know that was a big thing with the fans' interaction specifically.
Man, it started off with something just, asking, my teammates a couple of questions, and then it blew up literally over a night, damn near. But, it was crazy, man. And, we started getting a lot of fan interaction. We started talking to the fans, about, basketball, what they wanted to see. And just being around them, man, they seeing what they want to see, and they get to learn a little bit more about us. So we love doing that.
Absolutely. And now about yourself now, going forward in your career, do you have plans on playing, professionally, maybe somewhere at the next level?
Yeah, man, I don't have any interest in going overseas. Like we talked about already, I have a son, and I had to be away from him for so long, and that's very, very hard for me. So
Right.
Going overseas to a totally different country is is something I don't want to do. I definitely have dreams I want to accomplish. I want to be a social worker for children. Um, and now that I have this Ralph's Corner thing, I want to see if I can be a broadcaster and see how far I can take that. So yeah, that's kind of what more I'm focused on. I just want to be home, for my son as much as possible, and I can't do that overseas. So
Absolutely, completely can see where you're coming from. Obviously, being a father is a huge responsibility, and seems like you're up for the task, and you're really you're really passionate about being there for when you weren't there, and you want to not so much maybe make up for that time because you have so much more time to live, but completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah. So now with Ralph's Corner and maybe becoming a broadcaster, do you think is that always something you wanted to do? Like, have you always been that passionate and just like your character, has it always been so just open and like to talk to people like that?
Yeah. To answer your first question, it definitely wasn't something that I thought I was going to be doing in my future.
Right.
Because I've been wanting to be a social worker for children since probably elementary school. Like I say, this has been a dream of mine to accomplish being a social worker. So
right.
I've been pretty focused on that my whole entire life. Once I started seeing what could happen and what could be, then I started obviously putting more effort. But the personality thing, man, that's honestly just me. Like, and the fact that I'm asking questions or having, Ralph's Corner with my teammates, it's like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like work to me. It just seems like, I'm, having fun, with my teammates and my brothers. And just so happens somebody's recording us in a 4K camera. I have a microphone in my hand. It's just, it's easy for me to do that when I'm comfortable around family. And but talking to people is not hard. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Right, and this is gonna sound really you might not believe me, but my mom actually works for Rutgers. She's a counselor in the social working department, believe it or not.
Oh, wow, that's love, yeah, man, yeah.
Right.
Good peoples, yeah, man. It's definitely something that I'm gonna be looking to do. And that's the thing, man. This Rutgers Alumni is everywhere, man. It's not just in New Jersey, and that's the thing I love about that. It's like I can get connected with people, all the way on the other side of the map. So yeah, that's definitely a big benefit of Rutgers.
Absolutely. So now, originally, before Rutgers, you were at San Jose State, correct?
Uh-huh.
Right. So now, how did the decision ultimately come to get to Rutgers?
I was there for 2 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course.
I was there for 2 years, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I enjoyed the relationships I built, and I really appreciate my teammates because I built a great relationship with them. But I just felt that I could be better, and I definitely was blessed to be at San Jose. It's definitely something that it's not something that I overlook, but I just felt that I could do better, and I'm a guy with aspirations and a guy that doesn't get settled, or I'm just not complacent. I want to be better, so. I just felt that I could do better, and the opportunity was there. And then what made my choice a little bit easier, my whole staff got fired from San Jose. Oh. So it was like I was coming in, I was going to finish my grad year with a whole new system and, potentially, well, not potentially, and half of a new team. So it was something that I just want, if I was going to start over, I might as well start over somewhere else.
Right. And now, going a little bit.
I just felt that was the best opportunity for my family.
Absolutely. And now going a little bit deeper into this, just because our target audience really is about like high school athletes getting into college. What was some possible choices or decisions you had to make between Rutgers and say some other schools that you were really looking at? What were you looking at for a new program?
In my program, it's not just about basketball. Like you talking about, I'm a family man. Basketball has taken me to some wonderful places. I've, met great, wonderful people. But eventually basketball has to come to an end. And I know that. So I wanted to put myself in the best position possible. And I felt that I could do that with Rutgers and all the people that they know and all the connections that they have. Excuse me. And there's a lot of people that do the same thing I do, which is social work. So I just felt that it was, it was a business decision. Not only am I joining a basketball program that's on the rise, continuing to rise, and one of a top contending school. So I knew I had the basketball part figured out. It was just a matter of how it was going to help me once I was done with basketball. So that was probably my biggest thing.
Absolutely. So now, someone like yourself doesn't just get lucky to be in the situation that you're in, with all these different opportunities in front of you. So my question has to be, what do you think are some of your healthiest habits that you've picked up over the years of your basketball career, and what do you think still stands with you today?
Some healthy habits, I would say my work ethic has gotten better. Because I wanted to continue to get better and continue to level up, I knew I had to level up my skills. So just being dedicated, man. And once I had a son, it was like a flip that switched. Just being kind of more focused. I was focused, before, but having a child really puts things in perspective and really,
It's bigger than just you.
You see the world. So, it was just a switch, and I knew I want my son to see things that I haven't seen. I want him to be in a way better position, that I was in. I want my son, to be better now that I accomplished, something that I want to accomplish. I want my son to accomplish what I accomplished plus more. So yeah, man, that's
Wow.
big to me, and having those people around me to support me, that means a lot. So
Wow. I can't wait to see your kid grow up, because I can tell you're very dedicated to be a great father, and you have goals, and that's really important. I feel like with anything, whether it be having a kid and setting them up, or with life of your own and making sure that you're all right and stuff like that. But when it comes to now, you have someone dependent on you. It's the bigger picture, man. That's great stuff to hear, and I can tell you're on the right path.
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and that's the thing. I hit plenty of road bumps, man, but road bumps is road bumps. You're gonna continue to drive, and that's what I continue to do.
Yeah, and if you don't mind me asking, what were some of the things that you think you did run into that you've overcome now?
I would say some things I overcame. I would say I've been put in a lot of positions where I thought things were gonna go a certain way, and instead of just quitting and just being like, oh well, it's not going my way, I continued to work, and I didn't stop. And I think that's a big thing that a lot of people, and not just kids, just people in general, can learn from you. Is a lot of things aren't going to go how you expected them to go, but how are you going to overcome it? How are you going to still get what you wanted? Because at the end of the day, we're all selfish beings, and we all want to
Be
live
great.
a good life. Yeah, we all want to be great and be good at what we want to do, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be great at what I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to allow anything to stop me. So I would definitely say, just back to work ethic. It was just, that's something that I had to have, and that's something I had to pick up quickly.
Right. And I'm not sure how familiar you are with Athletic Minds, but one of our one of the main message of, the whole entire brand is, keep going. Like, obviously, stuff gets hard for everyone. Everyone has, that tough life, that tough situation where they have to do something different. It's just a matter of who can keep going, how far you can keep going, and what you do once you've got to where, you're trying to get to the whole process.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, the process, a lot, and, and B says trust the process, and that's the thing, like, there's things you have to learn along the process, like, there's things you have to see, and things you have to go through in order to be like, all right, then, like, I know, I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna make sure I work my butt off so that it won't, or I'll make sure I'm more prepared, so just in case it does happen, I'll be prepared, you have to go through that process, so process is, you do gotta trust that process, man.
Couldn't have said it better. Now, maybe to touch on a lighter subject here, I just have some fun questions we always ask our guests.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So, you're going out to dinner with two people. You pick who it is. Where are you going, and what are you ordering?
Where am I going, and what am I ordering? So, I guess another thing that I picked up, because this is kind of like a two-answer to this question. So, another big thing I picked up is dieting. And not like doing diets, I just don't choose to eat beef or pork because it's just a better health choice.
Right.
And I notice, certain things that I eat are, best for my body. Of course, vegetables and all that stuff. But just certain things that I put in my body, man, is something I picked up. So, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to go to, like, a seafood spot where there's, like, I don't know, like, all right, right now, I'm going to go to Louisiana Fried Chicken. I'm going to get some fried shrimp. I'm going to get some coleslaw. I'm going to get some fries. For sure. LSD, Louisiana Fried Chicken.
All right, yeah. And who are you taking with you? Two people.
Two people?
Right.
My son and my sister.
Okay.
We always go on dates and get food.
Keep it in the family. I like it. Family guy.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta have my baby.
Absolutely. Going on next. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Netflix shows, Netflix series?
All right, Netflix. Right now I'm watching Ozark. I'm locked into Ozark.
Okay.
I'm a late bloomer. I kind of just started it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of late, but I'm it's getting watched. The next show I'm watching is Money Heist for sure.
Right.
Money Heist.
That's a good one too. I've seen it.
And then after that, Go Dog Go. Me and my baby watching Go Dog Go.
There you go. Cool.
Gotta have that in. Those three right there.
Right. So now, growing up, did you ever look up to someone as like a role model?
My sister. Yes, my sister's probably one of my biggest inspirations. My sister's a two-time gold medalist for the USA Olympic team, and she's a McDonald's All-American. So, looking at that, she's 4 years older than me, so, I'm seeing all of this, and, that keeps me motivated because I want to accomplish that. And even though I didn't accomplish that, which is okay, I mean, that's a lot of this. You know how hard it is to become a gold medalist? Like,
absolutely.
That's not easy, but
wow.
I knew I had to work my butt off, I had to do certain things. I knew I had to work hard in college because, in high school, because when I go to college, they're going to expect me to already know how to do these things. So she's definitely one of my biggest inspirations. And just seeing her work her tail off and get what she got, I knew, like, all right, I can be that person. And, once I started with G1, that school, and she, my sister always supported me through everything. And then, once I got into Rutgers and I was in the Big Ten, she was like, now you got to be playing in my team. So, yeah, definitely.
Wow.
She's definitely one of my biggest inspirations.
Wow. So at this rate, man, your kid's got the genes to go, make a run.
Yeah, no cap. Yeah, he ain't got no choice. Whatever he wants to do, man, I'm supporting him. If he want to play soccer, boy, we gonna be the best soccer players in that damn ball, for sure.
There you go. So now, one more question here. We always ask this, the last one, to all of our guests. if you had any advice to any maybe athlete out there, or really anybody going through a tough time or like through their mental health, what would you say to them?
Man, just mental health is important. So I would say, man, whatever they do, don't be afraid to tell somebody if you're struggling mentally, man, because it's hard going through mental struggle alone. A lot of people can do it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there's also some people that hide it, and they think that they're just the only ones. It's like, everybody is going through a hard time. I feel
Right.
everybody's going to hit a certain point in time in their life where they're going to experience something that they're going to have a hard time with. So I would definitely say, be open about it, and I would definitely say just learn from the experience, because at the end of the day, you're going to learn from it. Like, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, but, you're going to get through it, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. So, yeah, preservation, trust that process like we talked about.
Right. And absolutely, we always ask these to our athletes because we feel like mental health doesn't get touched on enough, especially in the world of, college athletes who are like, the stereotype is to, stay tough and stuff like that. So we appreciate you talking out about this, definitely.
Yeah, man. That's in the past, man. Most definitely.
All right, man. We want to thank you for coming on. It's been an honor to talk to you. I appreciate your time. I know you're probably busy, but thank you, man. And we wish you the best, and we're looking forward to your next venture.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, you too.
All right.